by the end of this video, you should be able to do something like this. So we have our LaTeX on one side, and we have our document open on the other side, and we get to do this. Title is this now, and it updates automatically. How do I have this set up? What is this? What is this magic? Okay, I could show you. So, okay, the first thing that I did actually was the command new paper. That's not an actual command. That's something I have in my bash RC. I just typed in brc there. That's just neovim into my.bashrc. But if I go to new p, I could show you that it's just a basic copy command, and I have a template that's actually in my neovim configuration, and I just copy it into the current directory. So we got that. I could show you the template. It's not super interesting. You should have your own sort of templates that you use here, or you can steal mine if you ask nicely for it. Templates, research.txt. This is it. You know, just for a basic paper that you'd write in school. Okay, so we have that, and then the next thing I did was I actually typed in space PR and space PO into neovim, and that's in my maps file, maps.vim. I have two things here. One's called space PR, one's called space PO. You'll see here that I use leader, and at the very top of my file I have map leader, let map leader equal to \space. So what that does is when I press space when I'm in normal mode, or just anytime, I guess it maps space to leader. Okay, so we have that. If I go back to the bottom of the file here, we have space PR, space PO. The first thing, space PR, that's gonna run. It's gonna run my LaTeX. It's going to open a new terminal. As you can see here, we have this command called open terminal. That's not built in. That's something actually that we defined right here above it. So function open terminal, we split and we make a new terminal using bash, and then we resize it to 5. So it doesn't take as much screen real estate on our neovim terminal. And then we do Tino remap. So in the terminal, remap control \control N to escape. Now when you're in a terminal, if I were to call open terminal here, in order to escape this, you hit control \control N, and now I'm outside of the terminal, and I can, you know, go into my neovim. So that's what that does. It just saves me from having to type in control \control N every time, and I just do escape. So we do that. We open the terminal. We hit carriage return so that we actually execute the open terminal function, and now we're actually inside the terminal. We have the ability to type things in, and that will execute in the terminal as you know, in a bash environment. So we do ls, all of the text files. Star is the wildcard, so we do ls anything that starts with anything and ends with .text. Then we do a \pipe. We need this because of just neovim syntax, but what that's doing is it's calling a pipe. Well, we're doing a pipe, which is taking the input of that ls.text, and we're putting it into this new command. And what is this new command? Well, you'll see here it's actually enter. What is enter? Enter is actually really cool. If you don't know about enter, let me show you. Enter, run arbitrary commands when files change. Isn't that cool? I didn't know about this until like a few months ago, and I've been using it ever since. It's just super useful. If you know like Luke Smith, maybe you've seen his video on it. But yeah, enter. So when I do ls, all the text, and we put it into enter, we're actually going to run whatever's after this every time this produces a different result. So what do we do? What arbitrary command do we run every time that ls produces a different result? Well, it's going to be PDF LaTeX star.txt. So we're going to compile all of the text documents in our current directory, and then we're going to do a carriage return. So we're going to hit enter, and then this executes this whole line of code. Then we do control N. Like you saw before, this is just escape. We're escaping the terminal. And then we're going to do control W, which control W. That puts me back into this environment, into my buffer instead of my terminal buffer. Let me just get rid of this. There we go. So that is our run function, and we have that bound to space PR. I chose P because it's a PDF and R for run. And now we're getting into leader PO. What is this? So that's PDF open. And what we're going to do here is execute xdg open. I forget what this is, but that's not super important. Just make sure you have it, because it is important. I should be better prepared for this, but you know, don't worry about it. Okay. Star PDF. Okay, so we're going to open all of the PDF files in the current directory using xdg open. So this is going to use whatever you have set to your default for opening a PDF. For me, it's Atril. Atril. This is a PDF viewer that I really like a lot. I know some people use Zathura. Some people use their browser to open stuff. Use whatever you want. This will just use whatever your default is. So we're going to open all of our PDFs, and then we're going to take that output, we're going to put it into /dev/null, so it doesn't output anything, and do the same thing to the errors. We're going to use an ampersand to make that run in the background, and then we're going to disown it. So we're no longer, this terminal is no longer in charge of the process running. So crcr, carriage return, make that execution happen, and then we're good to go. Then we're back into the buffer that we were editing text with. So that's all I got. So I'll show you again. Into test. I'll remove all this stuff. Make a new thing. You can see here that it's a new thing now. We're going to neo them into the new thing, and space PR. It opens that terminal like we said. It runs PDF LaTeX every time there's a file change, because we're using enter. Enter, I should mention that it's not built in. You need to actually install enter using sudo pacman-s. Enter. I think that's what it's called, right? Enter, yes, it's here. Cool. So yeah, you can download that from the Arch thing using Pacman. Arch repository using Pacman. Yeah. And then we do P space PO, and then it is here. And then, good, okay. Are you happy now? I'm tired, if you couldn't tell. But this information needs to get out there because it's a good thing for your workflow, okay? Good night.